Hey everybody, we are so psyched to have YOVANNI here. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
It is a pleasure. You guys have so much soul and heart in your music.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, in the studio, you can feel it, definitely.
Yes.
It's awesome. Well, why don't you give us a rundown of who your crew is that you brought with it?
Oh, excellent. Those are my people from the city. Got Mr. David Easton on keyboards, the fabulous Jerry Hicks on drums, the beautiful Charlotta McCaskill on vocals. We got Paul Casanova on guitar, and my solid good friend Kenny Lambert on bass.
All right, that's good. So how long you guys been together?
Well, you know, we've been together playing for like almost a year already, so we're hooking it up all around town.
That's good, that's good. Well, why don't we kind of hop into you a little bit and learn a little bit about yourself. Now, you went to the New World School of the Arts.
Yes.
Now, what did that experience build in you?
Oh, that started my dream.
Really?
Yeah, that was a place where only the cream of the crop got into. Really? And I just said, I want to get in there so badly. It was either that or going to like a real bad school in the ghetto.
Okay.
And I didn't want to go there because it was scary.
No, yeah.
So I, you know, auditioned, I closed my eyes, I made a wish, and it came true.
Wow. Now, you're originally from Cuba?
Yes, I am. Havana.
Yeah? Okay, okay. So you were fortunate to come on over to Miami.
Yes.
That's good. Now, your raw singing talent was found and developed. Very interesting story, very unique. What happened?
Well, my school was doing a show called Chorus Line, and it was the first musical that I had ever seen, and I would always sneak into rehearsals, and I would just learn some of the songs. One of them, you know, I don't want to mention the name.
Okay.
And I was in the bathroom one day just singing it to myself, and all of a sudden one of the voice teachers came in and said, "Hey, what are you doing here? Why are you in the theater department and not in the musical theater department?" And I said, "'Cause I can't sing."
Yeah.
And she said, "Well, I'll make you a deal. If you can come with me every Wednesday during lunch, I'll train you and prepare you for an audition so you can try out for the musical theater department." And she taught me 2 songs. She taught me A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum, which is a comedy tonight, and Nothing's Gonna Harm You from Sweeney Todd.
Wow.
And on the last day of school, I got to audition in front of all the judges, and I got in. And that was like a dream come true.
Wow. So that was the beginning of it.
It sure was.
That was. All right. Now, how did those lessons prepare your voice?
You know, it just taught me a lot about how to be a singer.
Okay.
You know, how to develop the theatrics of the voice, which is, to me, a very important thing for a musician to have, because you can convey a message, you know, with just the voice to an audience. And, you know, it just really gave me a lot of emotion and range.
Okay. Now, you had a few acting stints with TV and film along the way. So what were some of those?
Well, I've been in some movies. The biggest movie I was in was Chains of Gold with John Travolta.
Okay.
And that was like the best experience. Everything that you hear about him is true. He's very nice.
Okay.
And, you know, just some TV commercials back home. And, you know, just got in it like that at an early age. And I was on my way to being an actor, you know, before I ever thought of becoming a singer.
Okay.
And even though secretly I was in the closet as a singer.
Okay, there you go. There you go.
No pun intended.
Yeah, right, right. Now, you were off to New York City.
Yes.
And you ended up singing in the subways, as so many musicians end up doing. Believe it or not, that really gets you going because there's a lot of exposure there. What was that experience?
Oh, you know, what happened was I got fired from a damn job at TGI Fridays. I had no money.
Okay.
I was hungry. I think I only had like $1.50 to my name, and it was a Sunday.
Okay.
And I would always walk in the subways, and I would see the, you know, homeless people singing, and they would be making like racks of dollars.
Yeah.
I said, I need to hook up a gig like that. So I took out a box, I put it in the floor, and I closed my eyes, and I took my little songbook that I had from musical theater class back home, and I just started belting out some tunes. And that's what really started it all. That was my first official gig in the Big Apple.
Okay, okay. And you had to vie for your spot?
I did. You know, there was this homeless guy, and his song was Lean on Me.
Okay.
By Bill Withers. And that was a pretty cool song that I really liked. So I decided to sing that because it was easy, it was in my range, and I could do it really good a cappella. And I was singing it at one you know, that Sunday afternoon, and he comes by, "Hey, you're in my spot. What do? You got to move. You can sing. You got to go all the way down there." And I'm like, "Yo, it's all good." So I would sing in one end, and then you sing in one end over there, you see him. So we kind of like would like trade off on verses.
Oh, that's cool. That's
so
cool.
we, you know, we did pretty good. We became pretty good friends at the end, and he would tell me about his life story and how he ended up. You know, it's all
That's
good.
enriching.
You get to meet a lot of beautiful, beautiful human beings when you're in the city, especially when you're down there in the tunnels.
Agreed, agreed. Now, you actually got yourself out of the subway and into the Apollo Theater.
I sure did.
How'd that happen?
That same week, I was jobless and I had nothing to do on the weekend. It was a Saturday afternoon. I saw the ad on Backstage. Come and audition for the Apollo. And, I had not auditioned for a New York gig. So I said, you know what? I want to go over there and see what it feels like to audition for a real gig in New York. And I had nothing to sing but Lean on Me. So I went and I did my tune and I got in. And, thanks to God, I got second place.
That's really good. That's awesome.
It was a lot of fun. It's the scariest thing you will ever do. I'll tell you that much.
The Apollo was rocking.
But it was so much fun at the end. It was a great experience.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that night.
The applause level of people really shouting out to you is like, whoa.
The funny thing is when you perform at the Apollo, if you suck.
Yes, you do.
I actually have to think it's worse than American Idol and worse than Simon because people in the ghetto don't lie. They will break it down to you and let you know what time it is.
Well, you know what you did not do right.
Yeah, so I was lucky. I was one of the lucky ones that made it through.
Good. That's all right. Who does your arranging and your lyrical work?
Well, I pretty much do the majority of it. One thing that I like to do is collaborate a lot with my friends and musicians. I like to jam a lot because I believe that if there's a song or a jam or something happening and the music talks to you, I love to have a conversation with the music and just talk to it back, and I'll just start creating, melody ideas, and then I'll get home and listen to what I did, and then I'll just start writing my lyrics. I'll go on my journal and, I trace back to years and I say, oh, I remember that, and that tune would work great with this story. So, that's how I hook it up.
Okay. Well, all right. Now, as far as your inspiration, what keeps you moving forward on this project? Or on your musical career in general?
My dream.
Okay.
I believe very strongly that the number one thing in life is to follow your dreams, no matter what, no matter how old, how young, how fat, how skinny, how ugly, pretty, I don't care.
Okay.
I think that we were just put on this earth to pursue our dreams and to see them come to life before our eyes. It's just, such a great opportunity and such a great experience to see that happen for not only for myself, but for other people, for friends and for strangers. Even when I'm watching TV and I see people's dreams come true, I tear up because it's just such a great thing. So my dream, my vision that I had years ago, that's what tells me you have to keep doing it, no matter how homeless you are.
Wow, that is good. That's all right. It makes me want to chew on that a little bit.
I know.
That's good. Well, thank you so much, YOVANNI.